Good evening. This is Melody, and you're listening to Soft Talk with Ivory Road. A gentle turn, autumn's embrace. The Scenic Road. After the wind quiets and the season exhales, the road calls. A winding path through the hills and barns and the bright last colors of autumn's embrace. Tonight the road winds north through the heart of autumn, where every mile feels alive with light and color. The first turn feels like waking. The tires hum softly over gravel, and the motion carries a quiet joy, the kind that comes from simply moving through beauty. The world opens with every bend, inviting you farther into its glow. The air itself seems painted. Sunlight pours through the windshield like honey, warm and slow, spilling across the dashboard, turning dust into gold. The road curves ahead, narrow, quiet, a ribbon of gray threading through flame. The trees rise on either side like cathedrals of color. Their branches arch overhead, meeting in a vaulted canopy of scarlet, ochre, and sunlit gold. Leaves tremble against the sky, bright as glass, each one a small window into warmth. The wind moves through them softly, and the sound is part whisper, part hymn. The car moves gently along the curve, tires whispering over scattered leaves, a soft percussion that keeps time with the landscape. Wind drifts through the open window, carrying the scent of wood smoke, apple peel, damp moss. It smells like belonging. You rest one hand on the steering wheel, the other near the open window, letting the air slip through your fingers. The light flickers across your skin, a rhythm of shadow and sun. The road hums beneath you, steady, patient, a heartbeat that keeps you tethered to the earth's slow pulse. Beyond the bend, a red barn flashes between the trees, its paint weathered but still proud, standing in a field of gold grass and low stone walls. A white farmhouse follows, its porch lined with pumpkins, the windows shining like old stories retold by light. Clothes sway on a line. A horse turns its head toward the fence. Somewhere a bell sounds, perhaps from a small church hidden in the hills, or from the quiet rhythm of a farm at rest. The road climbs gently from the crest. The world opens, rolling hills unfurling in waves of color, each ridge softer, each valley wrapped in its own light. The horizon blurs in oranges and smoke blue, a watercolor of distance. Every few miles, a roadside stand appears, jars of amber honey catching the sun, baskets of apples with the dew still on their skins. The people behind the tables wave, their smiles slow and familiar, as if they've been waiting for you to pass all along. The engine hums a steady note, the only sound that keeps you tethered to movement. Otherwise, time has stopped. The world outside the window is both motion and stillness, a painting that changes with each breath. The shadows lengthen as you drive. Sunlight breaks into slanted beams through the trees, dust motes turning to sparks in the glow. For a moment, you imagine the road itself as a long thread of memory, a way the season ties the earth to the heart. Somewhere near a bend in the road, the forest opens into a clearing. A lake lies there, glassy and infinite, holding the sky in its reflection. The trees lean over it, a thousand shades of fire mirrored in the water. You pull over without meaning to, just to see it better, just to breathe it in. The air tastes like maple and chill. It brushes against your skin with that tender edge that only October carries. Cool, alive, kind. You stand for a moment with your hand resting on the car door, and you realize that silence can be vast enough to fill the heart. Even the smallest ripple feels eternal here, the meeting of air and water in perfect stillness. The lake holds the light like a secret it will never tell. Each reflection, a tree, a cloud, a passing bird, lingers for a moment before dissolving back into the blue. It's as if the world itself is learning how to let go gracefully. The leaves shift above you, their colors deepening as the sun begins to sink. A breeze passes through the trees, and for an instant the world seems to move together. Branches, light, breath, time, all part of the same gentle turning. You drive on, the road curves away, and the last light falls through the forest like threads of gold. The hum of the engine becomes part of the evening's song, low, steady, almost prayerful. The sky softens to lavender, then deepens to indigo. A thin ribbon of mist unfolds across the low fields. Light appears in distant windows, small as stars, each one a quiet story of its own. You think of the barns and porches, the hands that built them, the lives they've sheltered. It feels like driving through memory, each curve a reminder that beauty doesn't cling, it releases. The road bends toward dusk, and the colors fade into gold and gray. Autumn takes its final bow, leaving only calm and the memory of light. Thank you for traveling the scenic road tonight, for watching the season unfold its brightest grace before it settles into rest. May the color of these hills stay with you, a quiet flame within the heart, long after the leaves have gone. Soft Talk by Ivory Road. Breathe deep. The light is still becoming.